Olá, amigos. Hello, friends. How are you doing? I can't believe it has been 2 months now. Huh? Well, and here I am with another storytelling fusion challenge. And days ago, a friend of mine, she asked me the reason that I choose one story and not another one. Not an easy question, actually, but I'm going to give an example. I was reading an article about the Atacama Desert in Chile, and the headline was "The world's driest desert blooms with hundreds of flowers." And here you can see some of the images of the Atacama Desert. Stunning, huh? Well, while you're reading the article, um, I I could listen to a story whispering in my ears, and also came to my mind one of my favorite poets, Pablo Neruda, who is from Chile. I start to wonder also what kind of thing had inspired Neruda to write some of his poems. Maybe Maybe he was in the middle of the fields in Chile when he wrote, "I love you. I love you," without knowing how or where or from where. I love you simply without problems or pride. I love you in this way because I do not know any other way of loving, which there is no I or you, so intimate that your hands up on my chest is my hand, so intimate that when I fall asleep, your eyes close. Maybe, maybe Neruda was inspired by the silhouette of a young couple in the middle of a field full of flowers in Chile. The legend tells that at the first morning, at the first day of spring, a man called Bartolomeo left the pub and he was drunk. But as he left the pub, he looked, and in the middle of San Juan, the village square of San Juan, there was the most beautiful woman. Bartolomeo's heart started to beat faster and faster inside his chest, and although he was drunk, he started to follow her in zigzag, and he saw when she entered in the church. Bartolomeo followed her steps. Once inside the church, he saw her in front of the altar, and he got closer and closer and closer, and once she looked at him, he fainted. And he was waken up by the priest. And the priest shouted, "Bartolomeo, Bartolomeo, what are you doing here, Bartolomeo, at this time of the morning?" Bartolomeo opened his eyes and he said, "Father, I just saw the most beautiful woman in the world and I fell drunk in love." And the father said, "You are drunk, that's for sure. Come on, Bartolomeo, go back to your house." For the whole year, Bartolomeo thought about her. And again, the first morning and the first day of spring, Bartolomeo was there in the middle of the square, waiting. This time he was not drunk. And suddenly he saw her. And again, for the second time, he followed her steps and he saw once she entered the church. Bartolomeo followed her step and saw her in front of the altar, and this time he took the courage to talk to her. And he got closer and closer, and once she looked at him. She said, "Can you see me?" And Bartholomew said, of course I can see you. You are the most beautiful woman in the world. She replied, she said, well, you are the first one who is able to see me as I am. Because of this, I'm going to love you forever. And she stretched her hands and she was about to touch Bartholomew's hair when the priest got inside the church and started to shout and to throw holy water on her, and she disappeared. And Bartholomew said, what are you doing? What are you doing, Father? I'm in love. And the priest said, she's not real, Bartholomew. She's a ghost. Go back home. You are drunk again. Bartholomew left. For the whole year, Bartholomew walked around every single corner, every single street of the village of San Jose, looking for her. And for the third time, on the first morning of the first day of spring, Bartholomew was there, the village square. And he waited and he waited and he waited, but nothing. Not able anymore to deal with his suffering, Bartholomew started to make his way towards the cliffs. And he walked, but before getting to the cliffs, he passed through a field full of flowers. And in the middle of the field, there she was. Bartholomew could not believe it. And he got closer and closer to her. He held her hands and he said, I love you. I love you. I don't know how or where or from where. I love you simply without problems or pride. I love you this way because I do not know another way of loving. But there is no I or you. It's so intimate that your hands up my chest is my hands. So intimate that when I fall asleep, your eyes closed. Well, they say in San Jose that even today, if you walked on the first morning, at the first day of spring, towards the cliff, you are going to pass through a beautiful field full of flowers. And sometimes you can see the silhouette of a young couple holding hands. And deep inside, I hope that there was one of Neruda's inspiration. Thank you very much. I'm missing all of you